Eden Park's darkest secret, Katoa's seizure on sidelines, family's chilling update after brain drain surgery. Eden Park, Auckland. The Sippy Tau's thunder still vibrating through the stands when Lehigh Hopot's shoulder crashes into Eli Katoa's temple during warm-up. The 25-year-old Storm powerhouse crumpling like a felled oak, blood streaking his face as 38,000 fans oblivious inside the fortress. Trainers swarm but Katoa waves them off. Tongan grit masking the fog already clouding his eyes. He jogs onto the field insisting, "I'm good, coach." The pre-match he has skipped in the chaos. No footage, no protocol, just warrior pride. Kickoff erupts. New Zealand surges. Sean Johnson sniping through gaps but Katoa barrels back, tackling Dylan Brown with a rap that shakes the earth. Yet as he rises, Jarome Hughes boot clips his jaw. Second knock, stars exploding, vision blurring like a glitchy replay. He staggers, passes another. Hia returns fiercer, crashing into Wilpina's shoulder to chin. The third hammer blow, a freight train that sends him reeling off at 51 minutes. Sidelines blur, oxygen mask strapped tight, teammates hovering as his body betrays him, slumping forward, seizure activity ripping through limbs, eyes rolling back, the Medicab sirens wailing like a death knell. 10 seconds of sideline slaughter, the hook that stops hearts cold. Now smash subscribe to Aussie NRL updates because Katoa's fight just exposed rugby's deadliest blind spot. The Medicab tears through Auckland traffic, horns blaring, red lights flashing as Katoa fights the darkness, partner clutching his hand whispering, "Stay with me Eli." Mum in the back seat, prayers spilling in Tongan, her rosary beads clicking like a countdown to dawn. Eden Park fades behind the huddle of Tongan brothers, shell-shocked Wolf pacing the touchline cursing the gods. Why him now? Our Pacific dream in tatters. 40-14 Kiwis romp but the scoreboard means nothing. Flashback to Melbourne's AAMI Park. Katoa, the Storm's silent assassin, 180 meters per game, family man with a fiancé glowing ringside, his mum's homemade cake feast after every win. Now she's trading hospital corridors for the field. Scans were in Auckland City ERCT, lights piercing the void, doctors murmuring, microbleeds swelling critical, we need to drain now. Scalpel gleams under fluorescence, fluid pressure building like a storm surge, one wrong move and the warrior fades forever. Surgery drags 4 hours, scalp shaved, incision precise, the burr hole drilled to release the venomous buildup, his chest rising, falling, monitors beeping, steady but fragile. Post-op haze, Katoa stirs, groggy tubes, snaking arms, partner at bedside, tears carving mascara rivers. You scared us baby but you're here. The first words he croaks, water please, voice raw as gravel. Wolf texts from the airport, guilt etching every keystake, protocols followed but at what cost? The coach's voice cracking in a call to mum, Eli's stable but the world's demanding answers. NRL probes launching, RLPA circling like hawks, indefensible. Voss roars on air but as dawn cracks over the harbour, a shadow lingers in Katoa's chart, long-term fog, the cliffhanger coils like a ruck mall. Will the drain save the dynasty or drown the dream in doubt? Auckland City ICU beeps a symphony of survival. Katoa propped up, pillows, partner feeding him sips of broth, mum chanting hymns that bounce off sterile walls. The family huddle, unbreakable Tongan roots digging deep into Kiwi soil. Outside the storm brews, media frenzy, hashtag protect our players trending global. Samoa's Luai heartbroken, Paulo pleading, protocols must bite harder but inside Reverend Cedalo arrives, Bible in hand leading prayers that swell the room. Churches in Nuku'alofa linking arms worldwide, the love a tidal wave crashing over the bed. Katoa grins faint but fierce, tell the boys I felt every tackle, faith stronger than any scrum. His fiancé squeezes his hand, we prayed you through baby. The swellings down, scans clean but the ban hits, no flying for a weak brains, fragile cargo too precious for 3,000 kilometers of turbulence. Storm's Tonomapi lands, welfare warrior at the door, suitcases of clean gear and club love. Melbourne's heartbeat pulsing across the Tasman, doctors nodding, progress stable, out of ICU soon. Yet the probe deepens, Tonga docks grilled, warm-up footage grainy but damning. Hopot's accidental cannon, no Hia, a protocol phantom, Wolf defending to the hilt but crack show, we trusted Eli's word, the warrior code clashing with modern medicine. Katoa scrolls messages on his phone, Luai's voice note, we got your back, King Paulo's emoji, storm of fists, the brotherhood a bomb on the bruise but as evening falls a consultant pulls the family aside, one more scan tomorrow. The surprise twist lands like a late hit because the drain worked but shadows linger, micro tears that could sideline seasons. The Pacific final in Sydney, a ghost now haunting every heartbeat. November 5th, dawn filters through blinds, Katoa sits up unaided, family orbiting like planets, and pull his uncle Reverend Cedalo microphone in hand for the world's first update. He's awake, the words crackle over Sen airwaves, stable and smiling out of ICU. The swellings ebbed, faith our anchor, the room erupts, cheers spilling into corridors, nurses pausing charts to applaud. Mum beams through tears, Ofa ATU to every prayer warrior. The global Tongan tribe from Sydney to Salt Lake, their vigils a shield against the void, partner posts a selfie, his hand in hers, caption unbreakable, the likes avalanche, storm fans flooding with purple hearts. Katoa speaks soft but steady, felt the hits but God's got the wheel, no bitterness just gratitude to Hopot for the accidental fire that forged this testimony. The code shifting warrior pride bowing to player proof. NRL's Ellis nods from Sydney, inquiries rolling but Katoa's the North Star, safe environment first. The RLPA echoing welfare over wins, Voss softens indefensible but human, the game soul searching. Wolf lands in Auckland, hugs at the door, Eli you're our heart, the coach's eyes what rebuild stronger, protocols ironclad, the Pacific fire rekindled not quenched. Yet as physios test balance, first steps wobbly, the chart whispers 21-day minimum, shadows of CTE lurking like uninvited ghosts. The family steals for the long haul, Melbourne waiting with open arms but Katoa pauses at the window, Auckland skyline mocking the what ifs, one slip in rehab and the dream fractures, the ultimate cliffhanger sealed in a forward's fragile stride because one man's ordeal just redrew rugby's red lines. Subscribe to Aussie NRL updates right now. Katoa's comeback chronicle drops. Tomorrow pure Pacific power.